Greetings, everyone. How you doing? This is Adrian, and this is First Year Seminar 101 FYS for fall 2020. And specifically for this presentation, we'll be going over the syllabus. Now, once we're done with this presentation, I will load the video version as voiceover right here. So while I'm speaking at this moment, it's not loaded up just yet, but believe me when I tell you it will be. So to get there, you had to click on the syllabi and schedule on the pull-out menu from the left-hand side of the screen, although if you are here already, you have already done that. Let's go into the PDF version. And in the PDF version, with the syllabi, the one thing you have to understand is with the syllabus, the document itself serves two purposes, one of which is information. It provides information, basically a course roadmap on how to be successful in the class, but also it's a document between you, the student, and myself, the instructor, and you and the university, and myself and the university. And so between the three of us, this document provides a bit of a framework and basically a legal obligation, if you will, on all sides and for all parties. And if you look at this document and dig in, really what it's saying is, as an instructor, if you complete these assignments and you earn a certain grade or a certain amount of points, you earn a certain grade. As a student, your expectation is if I complete these things and I earn these points, then I'm going to earn a certain grade. And the university has certain expectations regarding academic honesty, integrity, plagiarism, etc., and also what the university provides to the student as well as the instructor. So what you'll find in this document is this. We'll go ahead and scroll through and we'll go through the first part of it. It's more information oriented in terms of our course, and then the latter part of the document is more specific to services provided by Harper College. So we know this is FYS 101, first year seminar, STEM related, so all of you should have some kind of STEM related interest, whatever that may be, if you're in this course. It's a 1 credit hour course, and the class days begin August 24th and they end finals week, December 18th. I fully anticipate, and I look for a little bit of flexibility when I create these courses, especially FYS, because this course is designed to help you succeed in college, not beat the snot out of you while you're in college. So my goal here is to be able to front-end load the class with a bunch of content, and then preferably when we get towards the end of the semester, when you have big, psychology assignments or English papers, or you have a big physics lab or some kind of programming assignment you have to do, to have the ability to now say, okay, we front-end load everything in our course to allow you to finish things in other course. And please, if you have some kind of issue and some kind of conflict, reach out to me. I'm usually pretty darn accommodating when it comes to you being successful in your classes, which is kind of the crux of this course. Important dates as we look at this. With the important dates, you have August 24th, as we mentioned, that's when classes begin. Last day to withdraw for a full refund is August 31st, so you have a week or so to figure out if you want to stay in the course or not. And then as you go through this, campus will be closed on Labor Day and Election Day, the 7th of September, November 3rd, and then we have the last day to withdraw from the course is November 23rd, but that'd be a W with no refund to you. This is the last day for a refund. And then Thanksgiving break, please don't come to school that week. And then final exam week. So my information. My name is Adrian Fleischer. Please refer to me as Adrian. This is my phone number on campus. I'm an adjunct, although there's times where I have anywhere between 4 and 6 classes. And as a result of being an adjunct, I don't have a physical office. I do have a phone number. I do have a way to retrieve voicemail, although I rarely do that, I have to admit. The best way, and the way I always guide my students to reach me, is through my email address. Just be aware that the way the characters work in Harper, my email address is afleisch@Harper College, not A. Fleischer. It cuts off the R on my name. There's only so many characters they have for email address. I'll be happy to meet if you need to meet, although the college kind of frowns upon that at this time in a COVID environment. I'll be happy to meet if you need to by a Zoom or a conference call, whatever it is. But the best way to reach me is email for several reasons. I'm usually pretty darn prompt in getting back to email, and also it gives us an electronic record of any conversations that we had going forward in case there's a problem. So you can say, no, Adrian, I said this, not that. And I can go, oh, you're right, because you have an electronic copy. So this course is all about helping you develop the skills to be successful in college. And there's no doubt some of the stuff that we're going to be exposed to in this course, you've seen. If you've done an orientation here on campus, you've seen some of the things we're going to go through. But what happens is so often students go through an orientation, and now it's online. You go through the orientation, and it's like a wall of information coming at you. And it's just too much too soon. And so this course, the way I design it, is to kind of backstop those concepts, so you can actually utilize some of the services on campus. That's the big goal here, is to usually get in and get on campus and kind of know where things are and who to seek out for assistance and help. Also, to have you be intellectually engaged in the process and have you be able to actively be involved in the learning process is huge. You look for some intellectual curiosity out of students when they're here, and I urge you to have a little bit of that in this class. And the other part of this is to create a plan that's going to tie in from an academic plan to a career plan, and have an overarching concept of how you get from point A to point B to point C, and have these little benchmarks and light posts and guideposts to kind of guide you along the way. Because believe me, when you hit the dead of winter and it's freezing cold and it's dark out and you don't want to open your notebook and do any homework, sometimes you have to reflect on these things to kind of help you keep you on your path. College is a grind, guys. It really is. And you have to just have this mindset of, I'm going to hunker down. I'm going to stick to my plan. And I'm going to go ahead and follow it through. And sometimes it's not easy, but sometimes you have to reflect on that plan to help guide you. You'll need to have skills in Office as well as Blackboard. If you don't know how to use Blackboard, then you're going to have a problem in this class as well as others. There's a resource in this presentation that I'll go over in a little bit for you to find more information. Everything in this class will be on Blackboard. As I mentioned, being an adjunct, I do not carry any papers onto or off of campus. Everything is done electronically for me. And so as a result, in terms of grading, everything is done automatic. So once I load it up and it's in Blackboard, it's fantastic, and you get an instant result when you do your homework assignments. Now, with the actual grading criteria, if we map this out, and this is what everybody wants to know, right? We have 7 main areas. We have a pre-course assignment, resource activities, focus 2, AOI, etc. These will all be loaded up on Blackboard, and the prompts for all these will be there. I'm not going to belabor these here. But it gives you an idea of where you can focus some time and energy to get to 400 points. And this is really the question everybody wants to know is, how do I get on the A train? Well, 90% of 400 points is 360. So as long as you have 360 points or better out of this rubric here, hey, now you got an A. And usually most people come to this course and go through it, and they end up with an A, just for the simple fact that, look, you just got to put your head down and do some work. That's it. And all the work that you do is here to help you. Some category descriptions. I'm not going to belabor the point and read these to you. You can read through these at your leisure. It gives you an idea of how to do certain things in this class, especially like these student surveys at the end, the cut and paste of a screen grab, and submit it to me in Blackboard. And with policies and grading feedback, I'm usually pretty good for 24 to 48. Many times what you'll do is you'll complete an assignment. As soon as you hit the submit button, the grade will pop up for you. But with some assignments, if they are essay-based, I have to grade those manually. I do not like to get buried alive by assignments at the end of the term, so I'm pretty darn prompt on staying on top of assignments and getting them done. So you'll have a pretty good idea where you stand in this course as we go through the course at any given time. I try to provide a positive learning environment for everyone. I've evolved this course over many iterations over the last couple of years. And I think I have a pretty good mix here, and I hope it's one that you'll be able to benefit from going forward. Please, if you have issues, let me know. Feel free to communicate that to me. It helps me make changes in the course. So on your side, we have certain expectations that we have of our students. We want you to have good behavior. You're not a keyboard bully when you're asked to do different writing prompts and respond to one of your classmates. We have code of conduct here on campus, which you can click out and link out to here. Further, if we go further down, the academic honesty policy here in terms of cheating, plagiarism, and falsifying information, those are things that the university does not take lightly. Please take a moment, if you do not know these, link out and read the academic honesty policy so you have a better idea of this in the code of conduct. So as we go through this, what I want to get down to is, You have other sources regarding email notification, as well as policy statements and copyright statements in terms of when you use information in other classes, you might cut and paste something into a presentation. Make sure you cite that and source that, and you have an understanding of this when you cite information, so you're not plagiarizing. If we scroll down a little bit further, this is where it becomes more of a resource document, right? So you have academic areas on campus that are there for your benefit. So like this, ADS. I many times receive an email from ADS stating, hey, you have a student in your class who needs additional time or might need a assignment read to them. Usually, I just go ahead and do it instead of having them, elongate a process where they have to go and sit in a lab and have somebody read it to them. I've sat and read quizzes and exams to many students. So I have no trouble doing this. Many times ADS will reach out to me and let me know, and the student will let me know. Many times I've had students come up and just let me know beforehand, even before I get the email from ADS. So if you have particular services that you need or you need help in this class, either reach out to me, send me an email, don't put it in a public forum, just send me an email to that A Fleisch address, or reach out to the individuals over here in Building I and send them an email, or hit them up on our landing page here on access and disability services. Scrolling down a little bit further, if you have issues with Blackboard or email or anything with the student portal, reach out to these individuals. They're fantastic. They've been super helpful for me as an instructor in being able to navigate a few things I wanted to do creatively on Blackboard. They're fantastic, and they'll be happy to help you. And that's kind of an important point, right? All these people that we're talking about in this little subsection here, they are all on campus, and they all enjoy doing what they do to help students. And I would urge you to lean on those people to have them help you, because it's what they're hired to do, and it's what they enjoy doing. And you're going to have this on other campuses as well. We do have a couple computer labs on campus, and I believe you can also reach out to them regarding if you need a computer of some variety, whether it's a notebook or tablet. I believe we have resources on campus for that as well. The Writing Center, obviously, to help you out with writing papers, not write them for you, but help you write them. Tutoring Center. Now, this will be more by appointment, and you're going to have to hit their landing page as well as the Writing Center landing page to find out more about how they're managing appointments in a COVID world. Success Services, same thing, reach out to them. So with student safety and wellness, I want to hit on this for a second. Beyond a phenomenal facility we have over in M Building for working out and fitness, as a student, you have a number of resources available to you, and some of these resources are specific to your own safety and wellness. So if you ever feel like you have an issue with a student or an instructor, you shouldn't sit and suffer in silence. You should reach out to somebody in your orbit, right? So like in this case, you can reach out to psychological services, you can reach out to them or give them a phone call. If there's something that happens on campus or off campus, whether it's student to student or student to instructor, whatever it may be, you have a resource. And again, I urge you to reach out and not just sit there and suffer as a result. If it's something that's very egregious or it's life-threatening, obviously reach out to Harper, call 911. Or if you have something you need to report a specific crime, here's the resource information. There's also a resource available that operates behind the scenes. I want to take a moment to speak about this. I only have about a minute and a half left on this presentation. It's called Starfish. And Starfish is, if you think of like the arms or the legs or the tentacles, I guess, on a starfish, you have different individuals who are involved in your process at Harper, whether it's a counselor, it's a physics instructor, or myself. And you can reach out to those individuals, and as a result, like I can see everybody in your starfish. So I can look up, and I had this happen with a student who came in and said, man, I am getting slammed in my math class. I should not be in this advanced class. I should probably be in more of a beginner course, and I'm going to fail, and I can't have it on my transcript. I sent the starfish up, and as a result, a counselor reached out to the professor who was teaching the math class, who made a recommendation. We were able to move a student, and he ended up being very successful in terms of finishing his coursework and obtaining the grades he needed to transfer. So again, don't suffer in silence. Bring this up to somebody that's in your orbit, one of your instructors or perhaps one of your counselors and an advisor, and they'll be happy to help you out. So use these resources to your advantage. Now, if you could, print this page, sign it, fill out your information, and then load it up into Blackboard for some extra credit points. You got it? Get it? All right, good guys. I got to sign out. Be on the lookout for some more videos. Have a good one. Bye.